It's been about 2 weeks since we last played this.
Yeah, I hear a faint voice through the receiver. A very familiar figure shows up on the AR display in front of me. Hiro-kun. A very soft voice. It is a kawaii as fuck voice, by the way. Like Christian doesn't have headphones on.
Yeah, I don't have the headphones on, but yeah. she's like the pink-haired, like, you know, friend who died in a visual novel. Of course, she's gonna have this uber kawaii voice,
and she does well at school and all that. Yeah. It's like
yeah.
It feels like I haven't heard this voice in a very long time. Just hearing her voice makes it feel like something has finally come unstuck in me. After a little while, I'm finally able to collect myself. Then, taking care not to let my voice tremble, I speak in the receiver. Serrano, it's been a while.
You think so?
Even for me, that was pathetic. I don't know, I think you can do worse, bro. I had all these things I planned to say, but for some reason none of them come to mind.
Because they're illegal for some reason.
Yeah. But for some reason none of them come to mind, and all I spout is some meaningless greeting. I thought you wouldn't come to see me.
How would she think that? She's memory. She's not a sentient clone or something. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's...
But what I was saying, like, so over the last week, I actually tried to explain the plot of this game, so that what we've seen thus far, to one of my coworkers, and they couldn't stop laughing.
Was it because of the rules and the Buddhism thing?
Yes, the rules.
Yeah. Man, yeah, that is stupid, but whatever. As she says that, Serrano's expression looks a little amazed and a little sulky. Yeah, she does have that, like, cute pouty face.
But she's memories, not a sentient thing that can feel emotions. Then wouldn't there be, like, if these things could feel emotions, wouldn't there be some kind of make it even more illegal to, like, you know, just destroy them after a certain amount of time?
Well, not necessarily illegal, but yeah, unethical, like what you're saying.
Because, like, if you could store these memories, couldn't someone theoretically invent something to put them into, like a robo body or something?
Is Christian enough with your sex bot fantasies?
No, it's not a sex bot fantasy. It's just, I'm just saying, it just seems like the laws in this world are fucking stupid.
Look, I'm not saying that I want to make a sex robot. I just don't think the government should stop me from making a sex robot if I happen to make a sex robot. Is that too much to ask for?
Whatever.
Sorry I took so long. It's fine. You came today at least. You too, Kakeru-kun. It's pretty hard dragging Hiroki all the way here. Oh really? Did you really not want to talk to me that badly? No, that's not it. Now I'm hurt.
You can't be hurt.
If you blame him too much, he'll get depressed, so try to forgive him, okay? I can imagine.
It understands, it responds, it has emotions. To kill it after 49 days.
Yeah. I mean, like, have you ever, like, I don't know, like with Pokemon, have you let one go because it's useless?
They don't have feelings, though.
They're programmed to have feelings.
No, they're programmed to give the illusion.
Its personality says it's sassy, okay? That means it has feelings.
No, it doesn't.
Fuck, you don't poke me. The Serrano in the AR display has such a happy smile as she says that. The Serrano I knew so well was right before me. I know it's just compiled data from her memories.
That can feel and has emotions. I'm not going to let that go, by the way.
The technique known as Connect is simply using her memories as a basis to replicate her thought patterns.
Okay.
And using those calculations to output words and expressions we see. Even then, though, seeing her in front of my eyes, hearing Serrano react to her words and the changes in her expression, it's enough to make me believe that Serrano might still be alive out there somewheres. I'm just talking to her through the AR display.
So it's just a really fucking technical, like, video game program or something.
Yeah.
Virtual reality program.
It feels like we've grown really distant from each other. Yeah, that's what happens when you die.
Yeah.
Does it really feel that way to you, Serrano? Yeah, don't you think so too, Hiro-kun? Personally, I think we're closer now, if anything.
Because he tried to kill himself?
Yeah, maybe. That or he's like, you know, like she was the friend they didn't really want to have, but he didn't want to be a dick and be like, fuck you, don't hang out with me anymore. He's like, now I can just be honest with you, because you're like a robo girl. I see. It is kind of weird. Yeah, you're right. We both smile bitterly and then lapse into silence. Even that feels surprisingly realistic.
Then what do you say to her when like the main thing you want to ask is illegal?
It's almost as if the everyday life I had a few months back is here again. I didn't think I'd be so happy just being able to talk to her again.
It won't be another few days.
Yeah. I continue talking with Serrano for a while. I feel the happiness welling up inside of me. Get a grip, me. It's not in here. It's not the appropriate place. I get she's cute and all, but there's certain rules. I didn't come here.
Did they make that a rule at all?
I don't know. You can't like AR sex the virtual girls.
Yeah, they didn't state that as a rule.
Yeah. I guess you can, but it's all monitored, so you probably wouldn't want to, now the government knows all your fetishes. And this is Japan, so they'd always be like extra kinky fetishes.
Yeah.
I didn't come here for pointless chatter. Well, seeing as you can't ask her the one fucking important thing about how did you die, all you can do is pointless chatter.
Yeah.
Seems like that's what they established. There's something more important you have to say to the person you cared about who's dead now.
Yeah, and they can't hear
Nothing
it.
because they're fucking dead?
Yeah, you can't say it to them. Like, you can say it to their memories, but, it's at the end of the day, it's completely fake.
Yeah. The things I couldn't say, what I should have said before it happened.
And you never will, because she's dead.
Yeah? Yeah? Our conversation stops, and silence falls between us once more. Every time I try to speak, I get too nervous, and I freeze up again. I'm scared of ruining this happy moment. While I'm sitting here, hesitating, Serrano simply silently waits for me to speak. That's too much alliteration. Fuck you, writer. I don't want to hear those same words of rejection that I did that late afternoon in the cake shop. Why did Serrano say that back then? Yeah, it's like where she didn't want to be friends or talk to him anymore or whatever it was.
I'm calling it now. She uploaded her memories before that moment.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, what do you have to stop in here like every week or so to update your memories or some shit?
I don't know. I don't know. I forget how.
There's got to be some cutoff thing.
Right. Maybe you have maybe that like wrist thing you have just saves it all the time.
That's not an invasion of privacy that wouldn't make anyone upset at all.
Yeah. Anyways, it's I came here to ask that. Get a grip, me. And the music stopped. That or we're just taking really long. I somehow managed to calm myself down a little and finally put towards those thoughts that have been stuck inside me all this time. Serrano, why did you say, I think it's better if we don't meet anymore back then?
Because she hates us.
Huh? Serrano tilts her head in confusion, and then she did that cute, like, thing that, like, anime girls do.
Yeah. Oh.
What do you mean? I didn't say anything like that. Yeah, I said never fucking talk to me again, you creepy fuck. And then she just, like, turns off her thing. I steeled myself and said those words, but Serrano's reply was completely unexpected. Well, remember the last time we met back at the usual cake shop? You said that? It was so sudden, I was really shocked and...
It was an imposter all along.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hiro-kun, sorry. I just don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, she has like a twin sister. And like either the twin sister has like bigger titties or smaller titties, and that's Hitomo Power, because it's an anime. Serrano stares at me blankly. I didn't even really want to talk about this in the first place, and I thought for a moment she might be playing dumb, but now I can't stop my torrent of words. If I just properly listened to you back then, things might have not ended up this way. I've been thinking about that since that day. As if a dam had burst, my words kept on pouring out.
He's gonna break the rules and get kicked out now. I mean, it's so freaking
The words
obvious.
kept on pouring out, and the spaghetti kept falling out of his pockets. I know it's too late now, but I just want to say, I'm sorry for all the terrible things I said to you back then. Except the one about you being a bitch, that was true. I mean, I can take back the mean things I said that were uncalled for, but that one was called for. I mean, you're kind of a bitch, just so you know. There isn't really any point in saying this now.
Yeah.
Serrano's already dead.
Exactly.
Christian, put up that Fist of the North Star guy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's like in Fist of the North Star. He has that move where he punches people in all their pressure points, and he says, "You are already dead," and they explode.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, fuck you, man. You're a weeboo. You're supposed to know this shit.
I don't fucking know that shit.
I'm only saying this for my own satisfaction, but still, I have to say it. I mean, if there was a cute virtual girl in front of you and you weren't allowed to have augmented reality sex with her, what else would you do, aside from talk about your feelings? Serrano, I'm sorry. Yeah, I really should have said this earlier. Putting it to words really made the reality of it all sink in. I look back at Serrano, but she's still staring blankly at me, like she didn't understand.
Hiro-kun, 私、Hiro-kun に何かひどいことを言われた記憶なんてないよ。
Hiro-kun, I don't remember you saying any cruel words to me.
Plot twist, it turns out the people in charge, they get rid of all the bad stuff out of their memories or some shit.
Serrano.
Or it's all just fake and they just tell you what you want to hear.
No way. That's impossible. At least what I'm guessing here is that maybe they have some technology to edit memories, so like either her memories were edited or...
Well, they're stored as data, so of course they can edit
But maybe his memories were edited or something?
Ooh, that's a plot twist. Call it all.
Everything that happened on that day definitely happened. I
Except
remember with my memories that can be stored as memories and uploaded on the internet, because those are reliable. But Serrano looks completely serious. I mean, you can trust a Moe girl. I mean, look at that cutie face. That wouldn't lie to you. And unless that's that kind of visual novel where it's going for girls that are mean to you on purpose. Could it be that she's just holding a grudge and only pretending to have forgotten?
How would she be able to hold a grudge?
Well, it's all like her brain patterns, right? So
I guess
she's a grudgy person in real life, and the program would be grudgy. No, that's not possible. I know quite well that Serrano's not the kind of person to do that.
Good old Hikaru.
Yeah. Kakeru, what's going on here? My memories and Serrano's memories don't match up. I'm certain it happened back then on that day, though. Kakeru groans, after thinking for a while, finally answers. This is my first time hearing anything about this, so I don't really know what did or didn't happen. But if you're telling the truth, that conversely has to mean that Serrano is lying.
Or is she?
But she would never! Yeah, white knight for her heart or Hiroki. I mean, but is it possible that just they have different memories of events? Like, people can misremember things or interpret things differently. I unconsciously object. Calm down. I'm just saying that you follow propositional logic. That's what it has to mean.
But this is a
Fuck you and your logic! I operate only on feelings, and that makes me mad!
But because this is a work of fiction, we know that because the possibility has been brought up, it means she's not lying, and that clearly there's something wrong with his memories. Otherwise it wouldn't be mentioned at all.
Yeah, or her memories were fucked with, but some kind of fuckery is afoot rather than lying. Kakeru raises both of his hands as if to ward me off. We know from our own observations that Serrano-chan isn't the kind of girl to tell a lie.
Or is she?
Doesn't that mean you've got a contradiction here? Or it could just be that she's a really good liar.
Time is running out for your fucking memory session.
Correct. Something's not right here. As Kakeru says that, he puts the bag he brought with him onto the ground and takes something out of it. It looks like a kind of card reader. Then he pulls out something that looks like a white card. I'm assuming it's a white card.
Yeah.
Oh, the PC notebook is with them. Okay, well that makes me look dumb. Some black cables. A screwdriver.
Is he gonna try and hack it?
This is getting kinky. And various other gadgets. He just takes them out one after the other and places them on the table next to the telephone. Man, you got everything here, like a baseball glove, a dragon dildo, an assault rifle. I mean, like, what are we even planning to do here?
Is he gonna try and hack the thing or something?
Maybe. Sorry about the mess. Kakeru moves behind the telephone. He thrusts a screwdriver in the back panel.
Oh yeah, they totally won't tell this is going.
Oh shit, Christian, blur out the screen. This is the R18 version of the game.
No. no.
Kakeru, what are you?
Getting us kicked out.
Don't worry about it. Just keep asking Serrano-chan more questions, Hiroki. Yeah? Just keep the conversation going. While saying that, Kakeru connects the card reader to his laptop. Then he grabs the black cable he took out before and connects one end of it to the telephone and the other end to his computer. Okay. I wonder what Kakeru is planning. Like downloading like fucking 6 petabytes of memory because it's a person's whole memory of their life? I look back at Serrano within the AR display. Hiro-kun, is there something wrong with me? No, there's nothing wrong with you,
Yeah, it's the fact that you're the main waifu and you're dead.
Yeah. Not that that's any issue with you, Christian.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Serrano-chan must have gotten worried after hearing my conversation with Kakeru. She looks at me uneasily. Not at all. You're just fine. Yeah, she is just fine.
Just fine.
Straight 5 out of 10. I chose my words carefully to try and ease her concerns. Okay. Thanks. Serrano must have realized what I was trying to do. She smiled peacefully. At the very least, I was able to tell her the things I'd wanted to all this time. Thanks to that, I'm finally able to think a bit more calmly.
But she wouldn't know them because she's dead.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a simulation.
Yeah. Serrano, could you please answer the questions I'm about to ask you? What's your cup size?
Oh no, don't make her feel bad.
Yeah. Sure, of course I will, but maybe I won't be able to, like last time. That's fine. Just answer what you can, Serrano. Okay, got it. Serrano doesn't seem to have any memories of that day at all.
Why?
As I'm thinking about that, a suspicious feeling starts to grow in the back of my mind.
Edited memories, gotta make it PG-13.
Yeah. I can only think of one way to ascertain that right now. I take a deep breath.
You're gonna get kicked out!
Yeah. Serrano, were you really run over by a car?
How would she remember that?
Yeah, the girl that doesn't have any memories of how she died is totally gonna be able to answer that question. She's literally programmed not to answer even if she knew. What? Serrano, did you really try to jump in front of a moving car? You're not allowed to ask the dead about how they died. In that case, if Serrano didn't die by jumping in front of a car, this question shouldn't be forbidden.
Okay, yeah, sure, you want to get technical with that shit.
Yeah, try arguing that with the fucking bureaucrats, bro.
Yeah.
That's like a kid where, like, you know, you say, okay, you get half the ice cream, then they try and eat their ice cream first and demand another half of what is in your bowl. Like, no, I'm not dumb. I see what you're doing. You're not getting away with it. This is all just speculation, but it's still worth a shot.
Not really.
Huh? The 3 years I spent with you, frankly speaking, I never thought you'd be the kind of person to do something like that. So I just couldn't figure out why, no matter how many times I asked myself. I continue to avoid saying the word suicide as I question her. Yeah, I had troubles with suicide after watching Suicide Squad as well. Can barely say the word without throwing up.
You didn't even see the movie.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't.
Okay.
Heard terrible things. And now we get 1 million dislikes. Because we talked bad about suicide.
Oh yeah, because of that big overlap between DC fanboys and weeboo garbage visual novel Let's Plays. Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about, Hiro-kun. Serrano looks at me, completely lost. Her expression is completely blank. But the interview hasn't been terminated yet. Yeah, I guess the people that the people that write the rules in this bureaucracy have just as dumb ideas of asking questions as this guy does.
Yeah.
In other words, it's quite likely that Serrano didn't die by jumping in front of a car, or this is programmed horribly, or it takes a delay until they shut the thing off, or a million other things.
Yeah.
I exhale slowly. I was worried that the interview might really get cancelled here.
Maybe you shouldn't have done that. I'm pretty sure you could have worded things a little differently.
Yeah. Alright, let's change the question a little bit.
Why didn't you start with this then?
Yeah. Can you really tell me about the time you got close to a car on July 13th? Just say anything you remember. I'll ask one more time. On July 13th, 2030, do you remember a car ever getting close to you, Serrano?
車が近づいて
A car? Getting close to me? It feels like the light is slowly starting to return to Serrano's eyes. Serrano! The moment I shout out her name, she comes back to her senses and opens her eyes, even though her sprite never closed them. Huh?
何か思い出したのか
Did you remember anything?
やだ来ないで
No. No, stop. Don't come any closer.
What?
Yeah, she's having flashbacks to Suicide Squad as well. Serrano suddenly looks as if she's terrified by something, and holds her head in both her hands, shaking back and forth. Serrano? Oh, there's like a staticky, glitchy noise, by the way. There's a sound
okay.
effect, yeah. No, stop. And if she's going yawns, then I think you just found your true waifu, not that like detective girl with the gun in the cover.
おいどうしたんだよ
Hey, what's wrong? Hiro-kun. Save me, Hiro-kun.
Wait, what?
I don't know, I guess to save his virtual girlfriend.
What's going on?
俺はここにいるぞ空の
I'm right here. Serrano. No.
No!
Serrano continues to shake her head with a terrified look in her eyes.
How would she hold her head if she's a...
Well, it's like the Hatsune Miku hologram. They just do animations. She can't see me anymore. What on earth is going on here? I desperately call out to Serrano.
どうしたんだよ空のこっちを見ろ
What's wrong, Serrano? Look at me. I'm over here. No, don't come any closer. Scared.
She's suddenly remembering this
何があったんだ
super freaking... So him saying jumping in front of a car didn't do anything, but July 13th, you know, that just fucked everything up.
Yeah. Hey, what's wrong? Get a hold of yourself. Oh, okay, that's like the white noise.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not bleeping out some swear words.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Symbols.
Fuck.
Suddenly, Serrano's voice turns into static noise, and I unconsciously reel my head back from the receiver. At the same time, the error display showing Serrano starts to
おい
warp.
空の
Hey, Serrano!
重大なエラーが発
She
生
left out of it.
Yeah, it's I bet you think she looks cuter now?
重大なエラーが
Yes.
発生しました
A critical error has occurred.
Yeah, it's just the same.
Please call the memory information manager. A critical information has occurred. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the same
空
thing.
の
Serrano.
重大なエラーが発生しました
Okay, it's a critical information error has occurred. Please call the
You know,
memory
shouldn't there be
information
some... Is it
manager.
saying... Is that her voice saying that?
Yeah, it is.
Shouldn't there be some kind of system in place where, you know, it's not the loved one saying the error message?
You mean you wouldn't want your loved ones as your, like, computer voice talking to you whenever your computer fucks up?
おい
Hey! She looks so real, as if she were still alive, but Serrano has vanished. All that's left is a mechanical voice, repeating the same line with a frozen expression.
Adorably.
The eeriness is all starting to give me shivers. It's almost as if something that has simply been mimicking Serrano has broken and revealed its true form.
Because that's exactly what happened.
こっちを見てくれ
Serrano, look at me.
重大な
The critical error has... The error display is filled with static noise for a moment, then simply vanishes. But, like, your friend already probably fucking stole her at this point, so...
何なんだよ今の
I like how during all
What
of
the
that,
hell is going on?
he didn't question what his friend doing to the phone had anything to do with
Yeah.
that.
I reflexively drop the receiver. It falls to the carpet with a thud. It's like we were forcibly ripped out of a fairy tale and brought back to reality.
やっぱり空野の記憶がおかしかったということか
So does that mean there really is something wrong with Serrano's memories?
Probably.
俺だってわかんねえよ
I don't know.
くそ
Shit. Kakuru's been watching us while typing on the keyboard this whole time, so he's seen the whole thing, and he looks as shocked as I am. The serene feeling in the room has given off, was long gone. Everything in here feels artificial, and even the warm air condition feels chilly and tense. Was this room always so inhospitable? At my wit's end, I can no longer bear to stand in front of the telephone. So I go to take a look at what Kakuru is doing. It turns out he's like playing like solitaire on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
His laptop
Yeah, he
screen
is copying it all.
Yeah, now copying. Yeah, his laptop is filled with dialogue boxes saying stuff like now copying and downloading bokunopiku.exe.
おい、何をする気だ？
Hey, what are you trying to do?
A little late to ask that now.
It's, you know, I know you're like hooking up your computer to this telephone thing and like clearly breaking into it using a screwdriver, but like, you're not doing some of that hacking shit, right?
この電話の通話ログにアクセスして
Trying to access this telephone call's log. Find the logs that have Serrano-chan's ID and copy them over into my card here. Well,
Log,
yeah.
as in other people.
A history of what is done to a piece of software that's maintained so the developer and manager can examine it during the development phase. Or if an error of some sort occurs, the log details which user did what, to what, and when they did it. There's a sex joke in there. If there's been anything unauthorized access to the system or program, the investigating logs is always helpful. There's no guarantees that logs themselves haven't been tampered with.
Which means they've been tampered with.
Yeah. You can do that?
コネクトのシステムは
This
星
is...
の数ほどある制約に縛られながら何重家なのかわからない
Connect Center has tons of restrictions in place on who can access data, as a manifold security system that was jointly developed by a huge number of companies. So it should have some security holes somewhere. So let's click on this for good measure. When a user is able to manipulate parameters they shouldn't be, or able to view information they shouldn't have access to. Basically, it points to an information security flaw in the software. This can be created by a coding mistake, or an oversight on potential exceptions that could arise in the program itself that aren't accounted for. It's also possible for someone else to access the internal workings of the system to create a security hole.
I knew what a security hole is, and I didn't even pay attention to what you just said.
Yeah. You really think that's true?
ま、正直なところ本当かどうかはよくわかんねえ。その知識もテミスネットの匿名掲示板で集めたもんだし。
Serious.
Well, I can't say for sure, but I got this info from an anonymous image board on the famous net.
You almost got us kicked out based on some bullshit you've got from a 4chan thread?
Yeah, thanks, no. Okay. So yeah, it's basically just like the internet for the fucking gadget things. Okay, makes sense. So
like,
look, they told you that if you get doubles and you say something, it becomes true. So, you know, I just had to follow it.
Combine a lighter with fucking hairspray and you get a flamethrower. I learned that on the internet. Try it at home, kids. Don't try it at home, kids.
More importantly, there's practically no one that would come all the way here to exploit a security hole in the Connect Center. I mean, think about it. If you're close enough to the dead person to be registered to view their memories, you're probably too bereaved to think about trying to hack the system. Yeah, it's a good thing you're a sociopath, Cockroach, so you think about being a fucking dick who hacks into government property to steal someone's memories, just so you know you can prove that there's security.
Why are the memories the government's property anyway?
The government owns you, man. Wake up, sheeple. Wake up.
That's not cool. Like, no, really. Did we even question that last time? Like, why does the government get to have your family's memories? Why don't you get to own them in some way?
Yeah, it's I guess because people were uploading the internet for like crazy weird porn shit.
Yeah. People upload their crazy weird porn shit everywhere.
Yeah, they don't kill you first. Most of the time. I mean, there's like snuff, but you know, you don't get to download the snuff into your brain, so it's different here.
Yeah.
Just accept the government intrusion into your life, Christian.
I will not. Like, is this a global thing, or is it just a good old Japan?
It seems like it's only Japan now, because Japanese science fiction only cares about what happens in Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why no one knows that it can be done, because no one's even tried it yet.
Yeah, you know, they put like a dollar store lock because they didn't expect anyone to fucking attempt to break into it.
Yeah, but I like that logic. Like, we didn't bother with security because we didn't think anyone would try it. Oh yeah, let's just try that with the system. Look, why do we need a vault door on the bank? No one wants to steal their own fucking money anyways. They put it in the bank. Why are they going to steal it out of it?
Yeah, that's a good fucking idea. Like, you know, all those criminals, I mean, turns out their cells were unlocked all along. Because, I mean, who'd be dumb enough just to try and open it once they're put in, right? I
mean, we clearly told them they were in there for 10 years. Why are they going to leave early? That'd be so disrespectful.
This is some great logic from the great game.
Yeah. I mean, I like the story, but it's like, it's an interesting concept, and the characters aren't bad, but yeah, it's filled with a lot of dumb stuff. Like, it's not quite Steins Gate.
Yes.
On the flip side, since no one's tried it yet, you can't say it can't be done either.
I can most assuredly say it can't be done this way.
Yeah. Thinking about it that way, Don't you think it's worth giving a shot?
No! Not in the slightest!
It's a criminal activity, you fucking idiot. Well, no one's tried it before, so it probably won't get caught, says everyone who's in jail.
I've never died before, Trevor, therefore I have no chance of dying in the future, right?
Yeah.
That's how this works.
Yeah. Look, I've been alive for 100% of the time I've been around, so I can't die yet.
Exactly.
Statistically impossible. I'm glad I brought the tools needed to give it a try.
What, you mean you didn't take those tools because this was premeditated? Like, you just happened to carry that shit around with you?
Yeah, he just carries his fucking, like, Fisher-Price baby's first place at hacking kit with him all the time. Wait. Don't tell me this was your goal the whole time?
It surprised me.
Without looking away, Amamiya continues to type on his laptop as he answers. I don't think Serrano-chan killed herself either. So I manipulated you after you killed yourself into going along with my dumb scheme.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Friendship!
Something must have happened. Something we're not being told. That's why ever since she died, I've been planning for this. I see.
And you're going to get kicked out, and all your stuff is going to be confiscated because they're not fucking stupid.
Yeah, then the rest of the game is prisons, Dogma.
Like, you really think they don't have, like, security cameras in here or something?
Yeah, like, the next person that comes in isn't going to notice that the phone was fucked with and say, oh, by the way, your phone's fucked with. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, it turns out it was fucked with. Let's just check the logs of who visited and compare that with, like, say who was downloading data at the time and have clear fucking evidence that you just stole government property that's private fucking memory information that's highly regulated. Yeah, no, you're not going to jail for fucking cyber crimes the next 25 fucking years, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. This is an anime. You're 17. Rules don't apply to you.
Exactly.
I mean, why would they even have security? No one would try that to steal their dead family members' memories. I mean, after all, their family member just died. You think they'd try something crazy and stupid and illegal? That's never happened before. Anyways, on to the story. While I'd lost sight of myself and wallowed in despair, Kakeru alone continued to question Serrano's death and continued to investigate the truth. 7-Eleven was a part-time job, man. I'm not the only one who's sad that Serrano died. Kakeru is dealing with this in his own way, too. Yeah, by being
getting
a
us
fucking
all
criminal.
fucking arrested.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen here.
Kakeru, I'm sorry. I was only thinking myself, and... If you got time to apologize, you've got time to stand watch. Go keep a lookout at the entrance, because that won't be suspicious.
Yeah, like, why would you think anyone's gonna bust through the door?
Yeah, like, they don't need to keep watch. Dude, it's a digital system. They know when you're accessing it. Like,
yeah.
There's just a guy at a computer that can check that crap. They don't need to go in and physically see you do it to know. Alright, got it.
This is a bad idea, but it's gonna work because they're the main characters.
Yep. I thought back to my conversation with Serrano as I kept watch over the door. Serrano definitely didn't commit suicide. I want to know the truth. Why did Serrano say we shouldn't see each other back then? And why did she have to die? I need to know the truth. I stare at the laptop as I pray for an answer. Then suddenly, I hear a man's voice say, "Excuse me," from the door behind me. I instantly stand up in my position myself to block his view of Kakeru.
What, was the fucking door open the whole time?
Yeah. At the same time the door opens, the guy who looks like a staff member wearing laborer's clothes and a man in a white lab coat walk in. The guy who looks like a staff member smiles at us peacefully, but the lab coat guy behind him is expressionless and stares at us sharply. The guy wearing the lab coat has a nameplate on his chest, and it reads, Isaida Tomoyuki. Isaida? Okay. Yeah, it's a complicated name. The staff guy speaks up first. Sorry for interrupting you during your interview. We detected an abnormality in this room, so we came to investigate. Something the matter? The staff guy is still smiling peacefully, but the lab coat guy, Isaida, is looking around the room intently.
Yeah, it's a good thing one person can block two people's view of the guy clearly fucking hacking.
He's really fat, okay? The contrast between the two makes it hard to say anything. Well, the sound got kind of weird. I have to buy as much time as possible and keep them from guessing what we're really doing. They probably already know, bro. Yes. Yes, I see. So the sound wasn't working properly. Could you please be a bit more specific? Well, see, I was asking her to say, daddy and spank me, but all of a sudden the audio started really getting all staticky and, like, it sounded as almost if they didn't want to say it, but I know that was bullshit. Well, it felt like the person's voice wasn't their voice anymore. It wasn't their voice anymore. I see. Yeah, they suddenly started saying a bunch of stuff that didn't make any sense. Like, no, I won't wear that for you. Jesus. In order to keep their attention on me, I give them really ambiguous replies, but soon they'll narrow down the particulars. Are you still not done yet, Kakeru? ... Issa Ida, who's been silent all this time, must have gotten impatient. He suddenly pushes the staff guy out of the way and walks in. Look at the guy looking fucking stylish. Looks he got here from a fucking Otome game.
Well, his chin's not pointy enough for that.
Yeah. Can't let them see what Kakeru's doing. Ah, wait! I try to deflect Issa Ida away from Kakeru, but he silently pushes me aside, like a fucking boss. It'd be odd for me to keep resisting, so I simply let myself get pushed away, because that's how government employees are allowed to treat you.
In this government, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. I unconsciously glanced back at Kakeru and... Man, all we do is just put the card into it and talk normally.
She's dead and we're sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the time to be laughing.
Yeah, Kakeru is holding his bag as if nothing happened and forces a smile.
Yeah, that's not suspicious.
Did I manage to buy enough time? It felt like the sound was starting to cut in places and stuff. Maybe there was an electrical problem? Issa Ida glared sharply at Kakeru, who was just scratching his head and laughing. Excuse me, but we could please examine the terminal? Oh yeah, sure, it's just like he hands and it's just like a bunch of smashed up pieces with like fucking screws torn out and everything, and the fucking hacking cable still left in it.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Thank you. Please don't move until we're finished investigating.
Why wouldn't they just have cameras in this place?
As the staff member and Issa Ida go to examine the phone, Kakeru moves beside me and hands me the card, the one he used to grab all the data, behind his back. We exchange glances as he signals towards the door. Serrano's memory data. In order not to let them grasp our intentions, I quietly take the card and hold it tightly in my hands. Let's make a break for it that when Issa Ida fellow turns his back to us.
That's not suspicious.
Yeah, I slip the card in my jean pockets and quietly move towards the door. Just then, as I quietly move to open the door, it happens. I got that awkward boner at a moment where there's no real reason to have a boner, and you're like, why did I get this boner? But you're hoping no one notices. The siren starts echoing throughout the building.
So, like, they're gonna try and make a break for it, because, you know, it's not like their names and identities were registered, which is how they got in here to the first place.
Yeah. At the same time, both the staff member and Issa Ida turn back towards us. You two, stop right there. Run!
What, the siren, did they not even touch the door, though?
Yeah. I think when he walked near the door, it set it off. At Kakeru's signal, we both leap out of the room and start running.
Why would... Wait, so they can set the door to fucking, you know, alarm mode while they're fucking, you know, doing repairs or something?
I don't know. I guess, like, there's, like, maybe a scanner, like, you know, when you're at, like, a store and they scan you for merchandise on the way out.
But there's not fucking cameras in there?
I don't know. Maybe it's an invasion of privacy to do that or something. We burst into the hallway and run back down the way we came. However, a few guys in the security uniform show up and start running towards us. There should be a way out this way.
How would you fucking know that?
Kakeru points towards a passageway, leading in the opposite direction as he runs. Got it. I run after him. However, we quickly run into a T-junction, so you have no choice but to pick a direction. Which way? Oh, didn't give me a fucking choice, damn it. I thought it was gonna... I figured we could just stop right here and say, like, oh, what choice do we make next time? Anyways, fuck you. It says left. Fucking linear games. Kakeru dashes to the left without any hesitation. I follow behind
Well, it
him.
would have been a bullshit choice. It's not like we know which way does what. And just luck.
Ever since the alarm started ringing, it looks like the metal plates have stopped moving. Most of the other customers are standing around, confused. We continue to weep between them as we run.
Can you really call them customers? It's not like you have to pay for this.
Well, with taxes, I guess. Hiroki, look at this. Kakeru pulls up an AR display using his MRD. A series of 5 circles appears before us, with 4 in a ring. And the last one in the center, surrounded by the others. Okay, I kind of get it. It's like a circle with like one on sort of like every north, south, east, and west. It's mapped to the Connect Center. I got this from the famous net too. When did you? That's not important right now. We're here in the center circle. Our current goal is the top left circle. You know how the passageways between the 5 buildings all have emergency exits? Got it. So if you can make it that far... Not quite. Once you reach the passageway, we'll be splitting up, Hiroki.
What the fuck is going on?
Huh? It's possible the emergency exits are locked, right? That's what I'll be going on ahead. If they are locked, contact you with my MRD. Wait a minute. If they're not locked, I won't call you. I'll run out and hide. So you need to make your way around to the lower left passageway and escape from there. Wait a minute, don't just decide everything by yourself.
That's exactly what he's doing.
I look at Kakeru as I say that and notice his expression is dead serious. Looks like he really wants to do this. While we talk, I see from the corner of my eye that our pursuers are starting to catch up. I suppose we don't really have any other options at this point. If you can't get out from there, what are you going to do? Well, I'll probably just get caught then. I can't let you get caught for me. After all, you'll fucking snitch on me and everyone knows it. Remember I gave you that card, Hiroki? That's what's important. That's why, as long as you get out, it's fine.
But they know your identities. They're not gonna just scold you a little, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, if I get caught, they'll just scold me a little.
No,
but if they
won't.
find the card too, they'll confiscate it. Dude, that's you didn't shoplift a fucking chocolate bar. You stole information that was so desired and exploited that it was made illegal to own privately, and you're stealing it from the government. That's not scolding. That's fucking cyber terrorism shit. Just get scolded a little. Will it really be that simple?
No. It will not.
He's going to fucking federal prison. While still harboring doubts about the plan, the passageway comes into view. Like I said before, just keep running.
It'll be great.
Don't get caught, Kakeru.
He's gonna get caught.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say, so I'll just give him some words of encouragement. Please, you're more likely to get caught than I am. Oh, that is such a fucking burn. Like, it needs an air horn at the end of that. Kakeru smiles his usual smile. You're the one who's holding Serrano's precious memory data. I'm counting on you.
Can you really what can you really do with that though? Like, can you just pop it into a program and hit play back?
Yeah, I just put it on your iPhone. It just gives you all the memories. Yeah, I'll definitely bring this back safely. I put my hand in my pocket to make sure it's still there. It's stuck right within the spaghetti. Alright, good luck. Within those words of farewell, Kakeru runs towards the right-hand passageway. The alarm is still ringing, and when I look back, I see a bunch of people closing in on me.
They're really freaking slow.
What the hell, man? Is running away from that room really that big a deal?
Yes!
Yes, it is! I mean, all I did was steal a dead person's memory. I don't see what the big deal is!
Remember the old days when you were a kid and you didn't question this shit? Now that you're an adult, you have to point out everything.
Yeah. As I push my legs forward, I think back to what happened in that room. The moment Kaku and I opened the door, the alarm started to ring and the automated plate stopped moving. The moment we left, security guards started coming after us too. That staff guy on Isida must have expected this to happen when they came to our room and prepared accordingly.
Yeah, it's almost like they couldn't have they could easily fucking known.
Yeah, but likewise, if we hadn't run when we had, security would have probably caught us by now. And now, it was with that weird way Serena started acting at the end back there. She looked like she was deathly afraid of something. A critical error, huh? All this must be related somehow.
It's a conspiracy, I tell you.
I can see in the corner where the passage turns in the next building. Kaku is in contact with me. That must mean he made it out safely. Or he was... No. Let's just believe that he made it out safely. I start running towards the exit as well, but... What? Some more security guards appear at the end of the passageway. I reflexively come to a halt. When I look back, I see my pursuer, still a good distance away, but closing quickly. I'm completely trapped. If he's just trying to blindly run forward, I'll get caught for sure. Shit, what do I do?
We get a choice? Okay, no, we need to get a call.
At that moment, my MRD suddenly pops up in the air display in front of me, telling me I have an incoming call. It's a call from an unknown user. In other words, an anonymous call. Let's just click on anonymous. The user hasn't registered. Okay, yeah, it didn't add anything special.
It's gonna be a random Moe girl, and she's gonna save the
It's that
day.
blue-haired girl, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Is it Kaku? Since it's Kaku, he might actually hide his identity. Why? They know he's fucking calling his friend. Praying that he has a way out of this. I answer the call.
Yep.
Oh gee, I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, it's totally not the blue-haired chick in the cover.
Right before the end of the passageway is a path to your left. Run to it. It's like, so this is basically the Matrix.
Okay.
I hear a completely unexpected voice on the other end. Huh? Who are you?
今の脱出するのが先そうでしょ
Getting out is more important than knowing who I am, right? Not if you're a cute girl.
Yeah.
A girl's voice. Ignoring my question, she continues to speak in a very calm tone.
You'd be caught by now.
I don't know who she is, but she's right. However, what if this is a trap, too? What trap? You're already in the fucking trap. What? They're just fucking psychics, and they know this, that you'll be trapped here in this corner, so they have a fucking girl to call you, to trap you into a second trap, to get you the first trap. No, that's dumb. You're too paranoid, Hiroki.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, if it was a trap,
That's
too,
a pretty big possibility right now. No, it's fucking not.
Though, I mean, if it was a trap, too, depending on the way in which it's true, that wouldn't be that either. So it's not. For someone to anonymously call my MRD at this moment of all times is pretty suspicious.
私にも時間がないし
I won't force you if you don't want to, but I don't have much time myself either. But there's something you need to protect no matter the cost, right? Something I need to protect. Serrano's memory is currently in my pocket. Along with Kaku, risks himself to entrust them to me. Thinking I've given up, the guards that came from the connected passageway start to slowly approach me, because that's good guard work. If I run with all my might, I shall even make it out of the passageway the girl is talking about.
3つカウントするまでに入って
Make it by the time I count down from 3. 3, 2... Fuck. I run towards the passageway she told me about. It's not like I can think of anywhere else to go. If I'm trapped anyway, I might as well struggle until the very end. Though they're momentarily surprised, the guards quickly collect themselves and run after me. Those few seconds of hesitation are enough for me.
Well, apparently it takes them an hour to do a couple seconds of work here.
I reach the corner before the security guards and turn left. Then when I start to turn, a strong force grabs my right arm and pulls me forward.
It's the Moe girl!
It turns out to be the hand of an unfamiliar girl.
さっき MRD で通信してきたのは君か
Were you the one who just called my MRD? I mean, you have the same profile for some... same silhouette for some reason, even though it's an anonymous call. Shh. The girl puts her finger to her lips as she continues gracefully down the hallway, with her hand still holding on to mine.
どこに逃げる気だったの
Where were you planning to escape from?
建物の連絡通路にある非常出口から外に出るつもりだった
I plan to leave through the emergency exit and the connecting passageway in the next building.
そうあのままだと捕まってたわね
I see. You would have gotten caught that way.
And how would you know that?
悪意ある人間が不法侵入してきた時
Hallways in these buildings are all designed uniformly and branch out, and often in order to confuse intruders.
Because you know, an intruder wouldn't have a map or something.
Yeah. I see. Now I think about it. There were forks in the hallways that led left and right when I was running. All the hallways looked exactly the same.
談話室の配置を工夫して迷路のような構造になっているから
That's
Moreover, all the meeting rooms are arranged in a maze-like layout. If you're gonna run, stick to the inner parts of the building.
that seems counterproductive
Let's
for a
see.
government building.
Thanks. Don't thank me yet. We're not safe. Well, I know like news stations are designed like that so that terrorists can't capture them as easily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Her voice is rather intimidating. I fell silent.
こっちへ
This way.
Is her voice too quiet, by the way?
It's a little, but it's more the music. She's just kind of a quiet girl.
I mean, because you can turn the
Yeah.
voice
Yeah.
volume up.
Yeah. I keep running while being led by this mysterious girl. I don't know how far we've run, or even how many corners we've turned now. The sign is still blaring. I stop hearing the footsteps of our pursuers behind us. And then, finally... So now's a really good point to end it, because my voice is getting...
Yeah, we should end it at this point right here.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
take a quick save.
Right.
I mean, we've been recording for a while, and
Yeah.
we've pretty much reached the end of the chase scene
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it
So-
probably would have been better to end it during the phone call, just to leave it in tension again, but... I didn't think about it at the time.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. We
Yeah,
didn't
anyways,
think of it.
anyways, so we escaped with the cutie girl. Who's this blue-haired girl? How cute is she? Tell us in the comments.
She's cool.
See you next time. I almost read that as soprano.
Soprano.
Yeah. She'd be like, "Where's the fucking money, Tommy?" and just breaks the guy's leg with a baseball bat.
I never watched The Sopranos.
Me neither, but I know it's about mob shit, so...